Wiggy time on the fly. What's up, everybody? Sean Wiggins alongside Ref Hanson, who's also alongside Sean Wiggins because I am the same person. We're going back. Jersey All Pro Wrestling, August 24th, 2001. Sick to think that 2 weeks later, the whole friggin' world changed. I have my own thoughts about that, but this was 2001. There is Ghost Shadow. This is Jersey All Pro Wrestling, as you can tell. Modtron Productions with the amazing freaking graphics. This was on their Suicidal TV program. Jersey All Pro Wrestling, in 2001, but they'd go back in time because you'd always have guys smoking in there. You see a cloud of smoke all the time. I don't get how it didn't bother us. There I am with the freaking beautiful hair. No bald spot yet. And this is, summer 2001. Ghost Shadow here is going to take on Deranged. Both of these guys trained by Homicide. Lathon, Low Life Louie, I'm sure, pitched in. They were trained at the Doghouse in Brooklyn. And LIWF, Long Island Wrestling Federation. They would run shows out of their school. They couldn't travel anywhere else because of the licensing rules. But Bobby Lombardi ran the Doghouse. And I wish I made more trips to the Doghouse because they were fun and everyone kind of helped each other. It was just a cool spot to learn, good spot to train. I shouldn't say to learn because it depended on who was there at the time. But there is Deranged and there it is. So yeah, Deranged and Ghost Shadow. They wrestled at the ECW arena maybe a week before this, and I really didn't know these two at the time. And there's ring announcer Scott Matthews. He's making the introductions. Blah, 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 blah. A little background on these two. Ghost Shadow, I remember, worked for a few years in the Indies and then disappeared. Like, no one saw him for a while. Deranged hung around for a while. But if Ghost Shadow stuck around, he would have been in Ring of Honor. If he was around today, and he is around today, he's back. I know he was on the Indies. I saw him not too long ago. He's working for the state of New York. He's got a sweet job with a pension, so he's doing good for himself. But he recently got back in it. He's in amazing shape again. It was great seeing him. I saw him at Madison Square Garden. He was kind of working for the, I don't know if it's a sanitation, whatever it is. I wish I had that freaking job. I worked there for, 30 years and you're out, get a pension, maybe 25. Anyway, getting ahead of myself. Deranged I haven't talked to in a while. Last time I saw him was at Homicide's 25th anniversary show. But everyone will say, oh, that guy's mouth got him in trouble. That guy's mouth got him in trouble. Well, I ran my mouth too, but it doesn't, like, I don't know what it was about Deranged. It wasn't, oh yeah. See, it was in his way, so it just gave me a little kick in the ass. That's actually a smart maneuver by Deranged. I didn't know he was stopping there. Look how quick he was, man. And he playfully kicked me in the buttocks to move me over to the other corner, which I should have known anyway. You know, I'm a year and a half in here, about that, 2 years in. But I should have known that, and I keep screwing it up. First of all, I shouldn't be dropping to a knee, but I don't like when refs do that. But back at the time, who knew? There wasn't any veteran around to teach me. But yeah, these two, they and everyone brings up psychology, but they wrestle a different style. I guess in this style, you can pretty much break some of the rules. But their chain was great. And the fear between these two is that, will they be able to wrestle anyone else? Like they wrestle each other. Someone just farted here in the broadcast booth. Might have been me. 2 count. God, I looked good here. It's like full. I was actually landscaping at the time of this. August 24th, 2001. I was landscaping for Hoffman LaRoche. I abruptly quit because it was a temp job. Anyway, I'm talking about real life. I should be talking about wrestling. You guys aren't watching this to hear me go, I used to be a landscaper. I used to buy lunch off the lunch truck. Like, oh, cool. See, look how fast these two are. Deranged didn't quite have tights yet, so he's just kind of wearing what you'd wear to a rave or a club back in 2001. Well, except the kick pads. I don't know if you could wear kick pads to a club. I guess it would help you if you had to fight the bouncer. great stalemate wrestling here by these two. I mean, they're evening off, and one's not really getting the upper hand on the other. Remember, these two came in to the locker room, and I want to say they were unfriendly or didn't say hello to everyone, but the JAP locker room was kind of set already. You know, everyone kind of knew each other already, and then these two came in. They kind of hung around themselves, but, you know, they came in with that they were Homicide's guys, so immediately they were going to be given the thumbs up. Look at that. I wish I could do that just once. I probably could have did it then if I trained. I love talking to Ghost Shadow here. Well, it was months after this because JAP started giving them different opponents. They broke this feud up. Look at that. Yeah, the style's not for everybody because there's not a lot of storytelling, but it sure is interesting. I will say that. But Ghost Shadow would be like, I'd be like, hey man, how was your match with Billy Real? Or they'd go, oh, you know, I worked that guy, I schooled that in. Oh yeah, what about your match with so and so? Yeah, I had that. I schooled that in too. He was so thug, but in a funny way, you know, not in a mean way, not in a bad way. Ghost Shadow, if you're watching this, I love you, miss you, love you. Hopefully, I bump into you again. God, 2001. This was 20 years ago. Can't get over that. I keep repeating myself on these things. Nice plancha to the outside. See, when I don't know exactly what it is, whether it's a suicide dive or a top rope, I just say plancha. Because then it's kind of like, you know, generic. Can pretty much mean anything. Doug rules. Doug Gentry, the cameraman right there for our video. Passed away 2007. We love you. We miss you. Ooh, into the guardrail. And this is kind of the dying days of Charity Hall. Actually, we ran there a few more times. Actually, we ran there a lot more after this. Disregard that, but Charity Hall, Bayonne, New Jersey. This is now a liquor store. Ghost Shadow taking it to the outside. And again, I would just go outside and I would stand around and I would, you know, count, run back in, count, run back in. Because they would, they have stuff called on the outside. I wouldn't want to, you know, count too much. The referee should kind of give it leeway, but there's, you know, you got to be law and order and you got to also give them time to run their spots. It's, I don't know. I learned so many different things from different people, but not in a good way. They would tell me different things. Oh, Acai standing. God, Ghost Shadow was sick. Still has that ponytail, too. Look at this shit. Hands behind the back. All right, he still hit it. Deranged caught the legs. So who's that shooting? Papa Don! The Greek god, Papa Don. If anyone watches the Indies today, the Greek goof Papa Don, the greatest unsigned talent in wrestling today, even though there's like 8 federations who sign you to contracts, like not one of them wants him. It's awesome. The bookie monster himself, Papa Don. I can't get over it. It's funny to me. A lot of you fans watching this probably won't know who he is. Old Jimmy the Greek. I don't even remember if someone was giving me home calls here. I think, and that was the one cool thing about Jersey All Pro. Again, I've said in videos in the past that they should have been bigger than they were, but they would give the boys the leeway. They really would. I'm jumping up and counting like a jamoke. But they would. I mean, they'd say 10 to 15, 15 to 20, but as long as they didn't go too far over. But this is the other part about Lucha Libre. Like, they did all this high-flying stuff, and then a moonsault. Now he's got a leg lock on him. You know, it's just weird. Sometimes it's just weird. But, I mean, give me Bret Hart or Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, or just so many others of the past over this stuff. But you know, this stuff, I guess, has a place in wrestling too. It's hard to see, but I'm sure in the crowd is a lot of future indie guys. Jay Lethal, I know, is just training at this point. He's in the JAP school, the last class really of the Jersey All Pro Wrestling School in Bayonne. Anyway, Deranged 1, 2, no. Deranged goes. Oh, nice. See, that should be a 3, though. That's the only thing I don't get about this style. Like, that should be a 3. Because there's no way to kick out of that. There's just no way. Sorry for that dead air right there. I was looking to see what was sitting next to me. It was actually just another stack of tapes. God, I'm so glad I found all my old video cassettes and this VCR to bring these matches to you guys so I could show my son, Maz, too, in the future. Hopefully he sees this and thinks his dad was pretty cool that he refed all this stuff. I do keep meaning to go to Bayonne, to go to Charity Hall here and just buy a 6-pack. Walk in that building and buy a 6-pack. Because it's a liquor store now. I want to honor it. I miss it. And now God, Deranged moved like grease lightning in there. Deranged, I think at this time was dating Valentina. I don't know if that name rings a bell to anybody. She was, she's alright now. Go shutting up. Oh, shit. The Samoa Joe Buster. That's it. God, does he beat him with it? No, he didn't. The last time I saw this match is when I recorded it off of a tape with one VCR onto another tape with another VCR. So I do not remember what the hell I'm watching. Oh, no. Deranged's going to hit it. What made Red famous? The code Red. 2, 3. Got him. Nice. I'll call it the code Deranged here. Sweet match, you two. I'm not sure if this was the opener or not. I don't remember where I am here, but it's one of the first early matches. Well, hope you all enjoyed that one. For Sean Wiggins, I'm Ref Hanson saying goodbye for Sean Wiggins. As always, keep in touch with yourselves. Make sure you get the light when you leave. And as always, drive safe. Hope you enjoyed this one. Doghouse giving us Ghost Shadow and Deranged. Boys, if you two are seeing this for the first time or seeing this for the first time in a while, hope you enjoyed that I put it up. Miss both yous, love yous. Great match. Sweet match. Look at this. Oh, man, I would never take that. Wham. At least that was the finish. That's a move you can't kick out of. All right, well, arrivederci and ciao. Signing off.